So night 12 of the 2025 Premier League of Darts will take place at Liverpool this evening. I'm going to go through all four quarterfinals, two semi-finals and the final to see who I think will win night 12 in Liverpool for the 2025 Premier League. Obviously, only up to night 16, so not many weeks left as the league phase looks to draw its conclusion to see which four players will be in finals night on night 17. Anyway, without further ado, make sure you smash a like on the video, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get into the predictions. So the first game then sees Luke Humphries take on Nathan Aspinall. Now, again, Luke has not really done ridiculously well this season so far. Humphries, Aspinall again, won a Euro Tour. I think he's won a couple of Pro Tours or done well at a few Pro Tours anyway. And I do think this one is actually a difficult one to call. I am going to go Luke Humphries. I think the quality of Humphries over 11 legs will shine through. I'm going to go 6-4. The second game then, Michael Van Gerwen against Luke Littler. I think if I was to predict this 2-3 weeks ago, I may have give Michael Van Gerwen a better chance. But I think Luke Littler's starting to grow himself into form a little bit when he's not playing well. Still does look like there's quality in the performance. And I think he beat Michael Van Gerwen 6 legs to 3. The penultimate game between Rob Cross and Stephen Bunting. Obviously, Stephen Bunting is a Liverpool fan. Being in Liverpool, this is going to mean a lot to him. And he's going to want to do well here. And I think he will do well against Rob Cross. I'm going to go for a very, very big scoreline win for Stephen Bunting. I'm going to go for him to beat Rob Cross by 6 legs to 2. I like Rob Cross. I think he's a really good player on his day. But that day is always few and far between for Voltage. And I think Bunting wins. And then the final quarterfinal sees Gezi Price take on Chris Dobey. Now, Gezi has really done really well in this Premier League campaign. I didn't think we was going to see the resurgence of Gezi Price. We know he doesn't like this tournament. And he's reached quite a few finals and won a few nights. Really has overperformed my expectations of Gezi Price from this Premier League campaign. And Dobey, again, Dobey's a very good player on his day, can beat anyone. That's why he's in this Premier League, because he can beat anyone and because he can, play against the best and really equip himself well. But I am going to go for Gezi to win this one by 6 legs to 4. So that sets up the first semi-final between Luke Humphries and Luke Littler. Again, these two, when they play each other, produce some of the most ridiculous A-level darts that you will see. And I'm going to go for Luke Humphries to beat Luke Littler in the semi-finals. Again, I like the way Humphries is playing at the moment, but Luke Littler finds ways to play ridiculously well. I'm going to go Littler. I'm going to go Littler by 6 legs to 3. And then the second semi-final sees Stephen Bunting take on Gezi Price. And I'm going to go for Bunting to win again. Like I said, this is Bunting's, hometown, Liverpool fan. Really is going to be up for this tonight and really will show the whole Premier League that he is in here to win matches of darts. And I'm going to go for Stephen Bunting to beat my favourite player, Gezi Price, by 6 legs to 3. And that will set up a final between Luke Littler and Stephen Bunting. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to say that the Liverpool fan wins in Liverpool and Stephen Bunting beats Luke Littler by 6 legs to 4. I like Littler, obviously. I think the quality, ridiculously amount, is there for Littler. But I think Bunting will have that fire in his belly this evening. He knows he's a Liverpool fan. He knows that this is a real chance to, win in front of the Liverpool crowd. And that will probably urge him on. Obviously, Liverpool are about to win the Premier League at the weekend as well, which will be even better for him. And I'm going to say that Luke Littler loses 6-4 to Stephen Bunting in the final. So then my predictions are Humphries to beat Aspinall, Littler to beat Van Gerwen, Bunting to beat Cross, and Price to beat Dobey. I then think that Littler will beat Humphries, Bunting will beat Dobey, and I think that Littler will lose to Stephen Bunting in the final in Liverpool. Let me know your thoughts down below. Of course, action is starting within the next hour, so please make sure to obviously enjoy the darts, whether you're watching in Liverpool or at the venue or at home. And I'm hoping for a good night of darts, and I'll speak to you soon for some more darts content. Thanks for watching.